great game in store here in Inglewood, California, SoFi Stadium, and what has become a really fun bowl extravaganza, the Buck Up LA Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most. There's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Powers through the defender. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
He's looking deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Grab near the marker is Coleman. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's all the way down to the 3. Run has him set up.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
You've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Riley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Line is set on third down. To the air, it's Madsen. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback's got the first. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play-action fake. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged on the outside. It's Boston. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fights off the defender. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The handoff as they run the counter play here. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams looking for a man. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown,
spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't fight. They were there to make a negative play, now set up fourth down.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing
Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Off play action on first down. Looking left. Hauls it in. And now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Genty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Genty. But you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning in other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Madsen. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Sherrod. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They punted away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams looking for a man. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the... Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Marshall. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Play action. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They get to him as he throws. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Touchdown Broncos! Fit it in the window for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Williams will pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 25-yard line, it's first and 10. Williams looking for a man. And they're not on the same page there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Sets up the screen. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Riley. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Riley. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You really like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Boise State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, We're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Going to the run to start this second half. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Williams will pass. Complete to the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skilled positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Makes him talk to the hand. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Punt close to the marker. It's Boston. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to pull a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Williams looking for a man. He makes the grab.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Inside the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Williams will pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got a little space. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Pressure coming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It'll be incomplete, tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the 49.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for room. It's Coleman. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Give to the running back. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. 1 more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
And this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They'll send out the kicker here. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of fun beat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Broncos are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Madsen. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Grab behind the line. It's Green. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams will pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability, and whether or not the defense can stop them, they got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Using his legs, it's Sherrod. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Broncos come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. That's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Broncos are on the move. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. It's Riley. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. On the read. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated right.
The Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give, and tick, 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 tick. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're just going to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Fires to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to come up that.